Hey guys, Geomaniacal JD here. I just wanted to say welcome to my channel. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Geomaniacal. So here's what I have for you today. Now these are some of my favourite minerals that I have probably encountered over my time at university. So these are our deep red vitreous, well these are probably more resinous than vitreous. They're rhombic dodecahedron Almandine garnets. So these are iron aluminium garnets. These are nice little garnets. They actually sit moderately high on the Mohs hardness scale, about 6.5 to 7.5. Now there are other types, such as a pyro, which is a magnesium aluminium garnet. We've got spessartine, which is a manganese aluminium garnet. Andradite grossular garnets, and all of which are a product of metamorphism, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about next. So on the right hand side there, what you can see, if I focus on this one for you and lift it up, now these are tiny little really poorly formed garnets that have been brought into being from what is the host rock here, which is a peelite, which was at one point most likely a shale. Now this specimen is what is referred to in the geological realm as a garnet mica schist. Now the mica, if you can see it there, is that slight glistening between the garnet porphyroblasts. If you can sort of see that, it's like a nice little sheen to the rock. Now that's our mica minerals that are lining up and creating this reflective pane. Move on to this one at the back here now. So this is pretty similar stuff again. And as you can see, the garnets in this sample are a lot more, well, they're larger for starters, they're a lot more euhedral, they're basically better formed, they're larger, they look nicer, they're clearer, less inclusions, although these are still very low quality garnets. These are nowhere near gem quality. I don't know if you can really tell with this camera because it goes out of focus, but the light actually struggles to get through them. So every now and then you'll get a little glint when you see a like clear patch, but this is actually considered high-grade metamorphism. Now metamorphism being, well, imagine a butterfly and a caterpillar. A caterpillar metamorphoses into a butterfly. It just basically means change. The minerals themselves are relatively low grade or low quality. So you can imagine what kind of environment you have to have in order to produce gem quality material. It's very specific, and it's why it makes these gemstones so rare in reality. Right, so I'm actually going to just put these down. I've given you a little bit of a hint at what they are, where they come from. And now these specific examples I found in southern Spain. I was with my university, Royal Holloway, where we went to what is effectively, or what is believed to be, an old volcano, eroded down so we were getting access to the rocks beneath and surrounding it. So these were near to that old volcano, and literally the best way for me to describe it to you is a large gravel pit, which is all that was left. And when you go down into this pit, you start to notice these dark little stones, and the entire area was filled with garnets. Hence why I have got hundreds of them, absolutely hundreds. These are just some of the nicer examples which I put aside. But, well, I actually got told off for running around and collecting them, but that is absolute nonsense, guys. The reason why I do geology, I like my gemstones, I like my crystals, I collect them, I'm just a big fan of what they are, how they form, the rarity and the processes that they represent. So for me to go and get really excited like a giddy child that I am and run around collecting them, there's nothing wrong with that. And if that's why you want to do this science, guys, you do that, okay? Anyway, next up, let's talk a little bit about schist in and of itself, which is back to these samples here. Now, they are effectively rocks which have been put under a lot of pressure. What happens is these rocks, they get squished. They get lifted up or pushed on by other molten intruded rocks. Let me bring that into focus for you. And it forces the minerals. Now, mica is quite a platy mineral. It's very flat and sheet-like. The rest, they tend to line up with each other. Well, really well, as you can see here with that glistening, gleaming sort of surface texture there. But what you actually find, I can't show you on this camera because it's not high res enough, and on a nicer sample would help. You get what is called foliation. Now, you see these aligned minerals start to form waves and patterns and lines across the rock. And that is sort of really indicative for this kind of material. So anyway guys, that's Almandine garnets. Unfortunately I don't actually have any other specimens of garnet, but perhaps I can expand my collection at some point and show you guys. I'd also like to apologise for maybe the erraticness of some of these videos, especially so early on in my channel. I'm actually moving to Scotland and it's been quite difficult to prepare, edit and upload these videos. So I hope these will at least sort of tame your appetite for geology for rocks in the meantime, and I will start putting out much more regular content, but I will get back in touch with you guys very soon. So what I'm actually going to do next is perhaps move a little away from minerals and maybe touch on some sedimentary or igneous rocks. Well, I can do my minerals in igneous as well and sedimentary to some extent, but I'm going to talk more about the processes and environments that form what are protoliths for are metamorphic rocks. Now, protoliths being the rock which originally formed and then was metamorphosed. Anyway, guys, enough of that. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys soon with my next video.